This is Andrew P. Dorr and welcome to my channel.
Tourmaline is extremely popular among collectors and is a well-known gemstone. It is the most multicolored mineral type known, occurring in virtually every color of the spectrum, and each individual stones are often multicolored and are unsurpassed in their beauty. Somewhere in Brazil in the 1500s, a Spanish conquistador washed the dirt from a green tourmaline crystal and confused the vibrant gem with emerald. His confusion lived on until scientists recognized tourmaline as a distinct mineral species in the 1800s. The confusion about the stone's identity is even reflected in its name, which comes from Tourmaline, which means mixed gems in Sinhalese in Sri Lanka's language. It's a term Dutch merchants applied to the multicolored, water-worn pebbles that miners found in the gem gravels of Sri Lanka. People have probably used tourmaline as a gem for centuries, but until the development of modern mineralogy, they identified it as some other stone, ruby, sapphire, emerald, and so forth, based on its coloring. The supply of tourmaline began to expand during the first half of the 20th century, when Brazil yielded some large deposits. Then, beginning in the 1950s, additional finds appeared in countries around the world. Tourmaline is not a single mineral, but a group of several closely related minerals, and that's what we are going to look at on today's video. We are going to look at 10 varieties of tourmaline that are available on the market. 10th on our list is the Schorl. The most common species of tourmaline is Schorl, the sodium-ion, divalent, end member of the group. It may account for 95% or more of all tourmaline in nature. Opaque black Schorl and yellow silicate are idiochromatic tourmaline species that have high magnetic susceptibilities due to high concentrations of iron and manganese respectively. While black tourmaline may seem stripped of any color, it's a hugely powerful stone for those who want to wear a constant cloak of protection. Potent, inky black, and with strong grounding forces, this jet-colored stone is known for being a swallower of negative energies. It effectively helps the wearer be absolved of dark feelings, turning these anxious vibrations into a positive spin that nurtures the soul. 9th on our list is the liddicoatite. It was not recognized as a separate tourmaline species until 1977. Prior to that time, it was thought to be Elbaite. It is a calcium-rich lithium tourmaline that is revered for its complex color zoning that often displays several vibrant colors, which occurs when the trace elements change in concentration or composition during the crystal's growth. Liddicoatite was named in honor of Richard T. Liddicoat, the second president of Gemological Institute of America, who is often referred to as the father of modern gemology. 8th on our list is the Elbaite. As a gemstone, Elbaite is a desirable member of the tourmaline group because of the variety and depth of its colors and quality of the crystals. Originally discovered on the island of Elba, Italy in 1913, it has since been found in many parts of the world like the United States, Brazil, Nigeria, Mozambique, Tanzania, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Indonesia. Elbaite is allochromatic, meaning trace amounts of impurities can tint crystals, and it can be strongly pleochroic. Pleochroism is an optical phenomenon in which a substance has different colors when observed at different angles, especially with polarized light. 7th on our list is the acroite. It is a member of the Elbaite group of tourmalines, which is composed of sodium, lithium, and aluminium boron-silicate. Acroite is extremely rare, the most rare variety of tourmaline. However, there is not much demand for the stone as it is rarely used in jewelry. In fact, acroite is the least expensive variety of tourmaline. Collectors, however, prize the stone, as it is very unusual for a tourmaline to display no color as acroite does. The name acroite actually comes from the Greek words akros, meaning without color. Acroite is a fibrous variety of tourmaline, which can either occur naturally, or can be produced by heating pale pink tourmaline. Occasionally, acroite can be found with a small spot of color within the clear material. Have you heard of watermelon tourmaline? As gem enthusiasts and jewelry collectors, we're sure that at least some of you have encountered this label before. Watermelon tourmaline is a very unique variety of the gem group that showcases a lovely pairing of fertile greens with vivid red cores. What causes the color in watermelon tourmaline? As the raw tourmaline crystal grows larger and thickens out, it's exposed to different elements such as manganese and lithium, which consequentially cause the gemstone to change color from a pink core through a pale zone to the outer green rind, creating the duo color we're all familiar with. Despite first being discovered in the state of Maine in the US, watermelon tourmaline can also be found in Brazil, Nigeria, Madagascar, and Afghanistan, among other localities. Miners sometimes refrain from sending the rough stones off to cutting plants, as certain specimens can be worth more in their natural uncut state. This is only true for well-formed crystals that are hard to find and extract safely from their host matrix rock. Fifth on our list is the green tourmaline, or scientifically known as Verdelite. Verdelite is a type of a dravite species of tourmaline where the stone is clear and show a variant color of which element it is composed. The color green in the Verdelite is due to the amount of complex elements like sodium, lithium, boron-aluminium, and silicate hydroxide, including titanium. Green tourmaline are mined in Tanzania, Africa, and the supply is sporadic, so is the pricing, but the quality material is always in short supply and demands top dollar. According to Vedic astrology, this gemstone can be worn as a substitute of emerald to gain better intellectual ability, refined oratory skills, and good health. Due to its vibrant color and luster, it is also regarded as an excellent gemstone for jewelry. Fourth on our list is the rubellite. Rubellite gemstones come in a short range of pinkish red to deep crimson red colors, and with the exception of the very rare Paraiba, these is considered to be one of the most valuable of all tourmalines. Its distinctive name has caused some confusion over the years, but rubellite is definitely a tourmaline and not a ruby, despite the similarities in color that can occur. Intense red gemstones in the Russian crown jewels were mistaken for centuries for rubies, only to be eventually identified as rubellite tourmalines, and no less valuable for it. It is not unusual for rubellite tourmalines to have noticeable inclusions or internal blemishes. What matters is the color that is considered to be one of the most important factor when valuing this gemstone, and the inclusions are deemed acceptable. Third on our list is a kind of dravite tourmaline species, and it is called Siberite. According to Schumann, author of the book Gemstones of the World, Siberite is considered to be as one of the rarest of all tourmaline, with a color that is lilac, violet, to very purple. Tourmalines are powerful crystals and the only gemstone that can hold electrical charge. Back then it was used to repel dust and ashes, but we also believe that it's a natural bad vibes repeller. True blue tourmaline is arguably the rarest color variety of the tourmaline gemstone family and is part of the mineral species known as Elbaite. Known in the trade as indicolite, it is highly sought after, with its name derived from the Latin word for the indicum plant. Indicolite is a type 2 gemstone that contains slight inclusions that are visible to the human eye, and is occasionally found wherever there are major tourmaline deposits, but the main sources would be Brazil, Nigeria, and Afghanistan. First on our list is the Paraiba tourmaline, the rare and enigmatic Brazilian gemstone. Just 30 years ago, Paraiba tourmalines were completely undiscovered. Now they are one of the most coveted of all gemstones. They were unearthed in 1988 by Heitor Dimas Barbosa, a man who had spent years digging in the hills of the Brazilian state of Paraiba, based upon information that a very rare and highly prized gem was to be found there. Paraiba tourmalines come in an array of hues and tones, including greenish-blue, bluish-green, green, blue and violet, of which the latter two are the most popular, especially then they have a strong saturation and medium tone. Prices for Paraiba tourmalines easily outstrip those of other tourmalines, because of their highly desirable hues, deep color saturation and extreme rarity. Due to the high value of rough Paraiba tourmalines, they are nearly always cut and polished in a bespoke fashion. Most common are faceted brilliant cuts, usually pear or oval in shape, and they are exceedingly rare to find over 1 carat. Tourmaline isn't a single gemstone species, it's actually a group. Specifically, it's a boron-silicate group that has a lot of different species and many different varieties, which can all possess a large diversity of colors, inclusions and appealing factors.